Ah, posso prendere a colpi le cose. Yay. Ma ho capito male o gli è arrivato tipo un treno in faccia?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Ah, ok. Allora effettivamente avevano un gatto che si chiamava Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
E questa è la stanza della nonna, che come abbiamo ben pensato prima, lavorava a maglia. Ma questo pancino è incinta? O è solo il disegno così? Vedremo.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Ancora uccellini. Le pillole.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Testarda la nonnina.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Mamma mia. Le piaceva il rosa forse.
The only
Questa
trace Grandpa
moghetta a
Sam's
pelo
first wife
lungo.
Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Mamma mia. Un po' pacchiano sto bagno.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Wow.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Merda. Ok, siamo in una nuova stanza. Quella di Milton, forse. Wow, che figo. Ah, no. Sam e Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh, ok. La personalità di tutte queste stanze è qualcosa di meraviglioso.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Che paura.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh,
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
oddio. Sta per succedere l'irreparabile. No.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Mamma mia.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Vabbè, effettivamente ci abbiamo provato tutti, eravamo molto più coraggiosi da piccoli, questo è sicuro. Che storia.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Beh, si è sigillata come al solito.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Vabbè. Vediamo che c'è qua. Wow. Un altro passaggio segreto, sì.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Bellis. Ha detto bellis. Quindi forse il pancino che abbiamo notato prima.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Ah, quindi era un'attrice. Parecchio famosa, direi. Addirittura gli avevano fatto la bambolina. È tutto così bello e colorato, non so neanche dove guardare prima. Buongiorno, ma queste live mattiniere no, devo andare al lavoro. Tra l'altro uno dei miei giochi preferiti. Buongiorno! Il level design della casa Finch è veramente un capolavoro. È un capolavoro davvero, mi sta piacendo un botto. Mi sta piacendo veramente tanto. Comunque mi dispiace se non te la puoi seguire tutta, magari poi te la puoi recuperare dopo. È che purtroppo ho degli orari veramente strambi e l'unico momento della giornata in cui posso andare in live purtroppo è questo. Buon compleanno Barbara.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Oh, vabbè, troppo figo.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick
Buono a sapersi.
returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as as she wound the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Più che altro per il sangue. Non è molto promettente come scena. Ma che figo, siamo dentro a un fumetto. No, troppo bello.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh. Ah, posso prendere a colpi le cose. Yay. Inquietante per niente. Oddio, ma che roba è? No? Vabbè.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oddio.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm
Oh.
not scared, Rick.
Che
I'm
gentile.
furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And
Nope.
she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up.
Va bene.
This is a
Allora al
trick.
massimo ci vediamo
Dead,
domani.
Walter.
In realtà non so quanto dura, cioè so che è breve come gioco, non so se riuscirò a finirlo oggi, anche perché vorrei guardarmi veramente tutto, cioè ogni centimetro di questa casa. E... vediamo, dai. Però o della recuperi o al limite ci rivediamo domani mattina. Un bacione e buon lavoro. No, volevo buttarla a terra. Ma questa parte è fighissima, mi sta piacendo assai. E questo dondola. Yes. No, peccato. È stato figo salire. Chi è che butta pattini dalle scale? Walter Finch.
Walter, are you there?
Walter, luce della mia vita.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Huh.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Ah.
Years, the hinges groan. He wasn't moving,
Morto.
but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
No, morto.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Questa musica mi sta mettendo un po' di ansietta.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Ah.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Con tanto di orecchio alla fine.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
No, bellissimo, cioè questa parte dentro il fumetto è stata Uno spettacolo. Bellissima. Questa torta vecchia di, boh, chissà quanti anni. Oh, qua che c'è? Ah no, qua è da dove sono venuta, giustamente.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Ah, infatti. Dovrebbe darmi questa chiave, giusto?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Eh beh, se era strafamosa. Quindi la music box era giù. Vediamo un po' se è vero. Ah ah. Biliardo. Io amo giocare a biliardo. Lo adoro. Una moltitudine di detersivi.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Vedere che c'è di qua.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Mamma mia. Dove siamo? Che è una grotta?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Ho un po' di confusione con i nomi, non mi ricordo sempre chi è chi.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Volte.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Ma in che senso?
But But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Almost.
And then one day, everything just...
Ma non ho capito, cioè ha detto che è stato qua giù 30 anni? Ho capito bene?
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
30 anni, qua sotto, a mangiare pesche. Un altro passaggio. Ci sono più passaggi segreti che porte in questa casa. E libri. Migliaia di libri.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Oh. Ma qua davvero penso che non ci sia niente.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Dopo 30 anni di pesca in scatola.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Ma dai.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Ma ho capito male o gli è arrivato tipo un treno in faccia? Questo gioco mi sta dando tante gioie e tanti dolori nello stesso momento, aiuto.